Okay, so my apprentice Tara just got done taking Bentley out for a little bit of a walk. He was a little bit trepidatious at first, but after some good leash training by Tara, he kind of relaxed. His tail bounced up, and as we can see him now, he's got an open mouth. His ears look nice and relaxed. His body posture looks nice. Now, what we're going to do now is a technique called flooding. Now, for anybody watching this at home, this is a technique that you don't want to overdo. The premise is you want to expose the dog to a stimulus, something it's reactive to, in a controlled setting where it's not as intense as so intense that it's causing the dog to want to flight. If the dog wants to run away, we pushed it too far, and then that kind of almost backfires. All we're going to do is basically practice having him next to one of the guardian that he doesn't particularly isn't as enamored with as he should be, and just to block him from being able to run away. And we're not going to let him. The guardian is not going to try to pet the dog or anything. We're just going to practice being nearby. So go ahead, Tara, if you want to come by, if you could put your other foot down on the ground. And Tara's going to come over and she's going to wrap the leash around your left foot. And if you notice, Tara's kind of, we want to try to choke it up a little bit more. I wouldn't do it through the handle. I would just do it through, pull him a little bit. There we go. So why don't we, because he's already shutting down, let's walk him over here, do kind of a loop away, because he kind of engaged his flight mode right away. A little light tug and relax, light tug and relax. Position the leash underneath his chin. There you go. And there you go. Let's see. Let's go ahead and undo the martingale collar and then position the leash so it's under his chin. So this is a little trick if you have a dog that doesn't want to come forward. If you get the leash in front of them and you position it under their chin, when the head is down, they're kind of locked or frozen. And so what we do is we orientate it so that the leash, the D-ring where the leash is attached, is underneath the chin. Now Tara's trying to do the little trick we learned the other day about getting the dog to do work. There we go. So now, there we go. And tug and relax, a little firmer. And make a kissing sound. And there you go, you got him up. Keep going. And I would try to go a little bit closer that way. There we go. Hey, you're a fighter, Bentley. I can see it. And the ironic thing is we're trying to actually get you to move away from he's like fighting to stay with who he normally wants to run away with. So he's okay. So that's probably good for now. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we had to get him unlocked. He was kind of, well, you're trying to force me to do something. I don't know what you're doing, and I don't like it because I don't understand it, even though he normally wants to stay as far away from him as possible. So it's kind of, he's confused. All right, so now we have an open mouth, so we can see he's relaxed. He's stressed a little bit. The heavy breathing in the open mouth is indicative of a little bit of stress. All right, so we're going to kind of, as you're walking back, kind of choke it up, and if you could put this foot back down on the ground, and I'm going to try to prevent him from going to the window side. Try holding the leash a little bit. There we go. Now, don't let him go. There you go. Choke up on the leash. There you go. And now, okay, so let him sit there. Oh, beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to have you kind of move the paper, and you're going to kneel where the paper is. Oh, no, I'm going to have her oh, okay, I got you. All right, so kind of shuffle up sideways, and then I'm going to have you just wrap it. I want to give him about 8 inches, maybe about 6 inches of leash. And that's the only free room that he has. So underneath his foot is, we want about 6 inches to where it attaches to his foot or where it slides underneath. There you go. And go ahead and pull it up. And a little bit more. And then go ahead and step down on it. Perfect. All right. Perfect. All right. So Terry, you can come back up over here. So again, if we have a dog that's shut down, what we want to do is we want to basically orientate the leash underneath. Make sure that the head is going up. If you're pulling the leash and the dog's shutting down, sometimes lowering the leash that you're holding closer to the floor will help orientate and keep the dog. Rather than pulling up, you're pulling more back, or away from the dog. As we can see, he's stressed. He's breathing a little heavy. The camera stopped him from breathing heavy. But there we go. Now he's sniffing a little bit. Now he's kind of more aware of his surroundings. Okay, I'm next to somebody that I normally try to avoid. Now, we're not trying to pet him, and then we got the open mouth again, which is a sign of relaxing. So we're not trying to pet him. We're not giving him any eye contact. We're not talking to him. All we want him to do is practice spending time next to him without anything bad happening. In his mind, oh, that's a great sign, putting the chin down. in his mind, being petted by you is like not cool because he's just not comfortable with you yet. So all I want him to do is practice being near you. So I would do this several times during the day, preferably at times where you're going to be watching TV or reading or doing something where you're going to be quiet. So we just don't want you to be, if you're watching
TV just for looks.
Oh, okay. So, we don't want to have an argument about politics or religion or anything like that. We want it to be a nice, calm setting so the dog just relaxes and just gets used to being a dog next to him with nothing bad happening.